What's up, everybody? It's raining. In game, at least. And it just slept as well a little bit ago. Alright, so. Got us a bowler. It does 16,000 times 2. Basically. Let me do 3 here. Give me my stressometer and my speedometer. Okay, so we do 64 RPMs just with this. I got the rotational things though, so don't really worry about that. And we're using 7,400. Well, we have 7,424 out of 32,768. So yeah, we have some left. Not much, but we do have some left. This is still running at 128 because I'm still using the mill over here for the cobblestone stuff. Also, I found out that I don't have to disable my cobblestone generator for the gravel into andesite combo, because if you do a chute right above the belt from the mill, remember I had this chute here before, but I didn't have it. I didn't have it here. With this chute here, no more comes out until it can. It will not overflow the belt. So there you go there. This is all hooked up to go to this. This is where it hooks up over here. This is where it hooks up for all this stuff over here. All this stuff over here, this whole section of the base hooks up right here at this gearbox, which is hooked into this rotation speed control, which is going 256. And this has been hooked up back over here. This has been completely unhooked. The only thing that's up there is the bearing, so we can keep our windmill going and looking pretty. I've got my haunting system over here. So basically I drop stuff in the chest, it goes down into the chute, sits here, goes into here, goes into here. I don't have a filter yet on this because I haven't really needed to haunt anything yet. The farm is hooked up to our bowler. It's hooked up right here instead of that water wheel that we had before. It comes, I think, from right. I think it comes from like right here and goes up and around. And then this, of course, is hooked up like in line with that, going around over to it. I think it's actually hooked up to the same system as this right here. It's like hooked right into this section right here where there's rotation underground. This right here, what I built this for is making obsidian. So 4 drills, 8 gearboxes to make the square. It's hooked right into here to get power. I changed this out for a gear box, so I could hook over here. And all this is getting power from this rotational device here, which is going at 256. And it's giving me obsidian, and this is how much obsidian I'm getting. This is a iron backpack with a magnet upgrade in it, a standard magnet upgrade, not the advanced one, and the advanced void upgrade to overfill. If this storage gets full, it will start voiding things. I don't know if you could get away with the unupgraded void upgrade, so I just went straight to advanced there. Our enchanting stuff is going well. Just head right over here. So we're up to 11,000 experience, and I've used like 4,500 at least, if not 5,000 in between episodes here. I hooked this up here. This is a mechanical press with a depot, because you make... Oh, there's not any in there, surprisingly. Let me just stop this for a second. If you take 9 nuggets of experience, compress that down, craft it into a block of experience, go over here to the press and press it, it becomes a enchanting template, which you can enchant. I don't have anything on that, so let me fix that real quick. In fact, let me go and get something. I've been meaning to make this on a video, but I haven't yet. I don't know if I'll record me enchanting it, but I haven't made my diamond gear set yet. So let's go ahead and go make a diamond set of armor, and we'll enchant it. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough. So we'll do the chest plate first, and then we'll do helmet, leggings, and boots. So we've got to cover me with diamonds. And we'll just head back over to the enchanter over here. So what you can do with the Blaze Enchanter, not the Blaze Forger, which is an anvil basically, but the Blaze Enchanter, is once you have experience in it, you can change the level of the enchant you can get by the number here. So you see where this number says 30. If you right click and hold, you can change it. 30 is your max. Unless you're doing hyper enchanting, it'll go up to 60. The only 2 enchantments that are brand new from that in base Create mod with this is, and Create Enchantment Industries, is Swift Sneak, which you get from the ancient cities where the warden is, and Mending. That's the way you get those, for basically not having to deal with villagers if you don't want to, or going to the ancient city. I'm not really caring about that, so I don't care, because I got Mending already. What I'm going to do, so another thing you can do is you can right click on this with a item, and it sets a filter. So it will favor enchanting things to fit on a helmet. It won't put anything that can't fit on a helmet, on it. And it'll favor them as well. But you can also take these enchanting templates and give it to it with that filter on it, and it will give you an enchant without enchanting the piece of equipment itself. And there we go. And what do we get? We got Respiration 3, which goes on the helmet. So, yeah. My helmet, I'm looking for, like, protection for... some type of protection for Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity, and Mending is my main enchants that I want. So you can do that with any piece of equipment. That's why I have this golden sword here, is to enchant swords. Like I said, I spent 5,000 or so XP trying to get Sweeping Edge 3. Haven't got it yet. I got some other things. I got like Smite 5, Fire Aspect 2, and I got all these enchanting tablets as well that I've been using. And you just throw them in the grindstone if it's got something you don't want, and do things like that. And so, yeah. So I have like 12 buckets worth of experience in here right now. These have 4 buckets each. with enough experience, I was able to fill my printer back up. I haven't tried it yet to see if I can copy a enchanting tablet. I don't really have anything I would want to copy off an enchanting tablet yet, so yeah. Not really needed right now. I've been doing some tonal bore mining. I'll go show you where I've been working on that. I also almost really messed up in that my tonal bore went into my lava pool. It didn't affect the tonal bore or anything, but I did have to make some more stone bricks, the stone brick, rounded stone bricks. See, I ran into it right here. When I set it down right here, it cut right into it. So it didn't spill lava or anything because the lava is going straight down from the top. So it doesn't spill over or anything because it's not source blocks. But so I could have an open lava looking thing right here if I wanted to, but I just covered it back up. But I did do over here. It cleared out a pretty good bit of room, didn't it? I also added torch placement to it, which is really, really freaking janky, but I don't think there's anything you can do about it. It just places a torch every block. Every block it'll place a torch, so it's not the greatest. Got a little chasm back there, got a little chasm here. And then we run into a bunch of water and about, I don't know, 20 more blocks. No, I'd say 40 more blocks that way. And that's where I just stopped. Got all the stuff along the way that I wanted to. I mainly came down here for coal. Walked away with a bunch of iron as well. Some, a little bit of gold, not much. And, and a pretty good bit of iron as well. I filled up a storage drawer of cobblestone, and that's with 6 iron upgrades and a void upgrade on it. And I was still putting in cobblestone. Like, I put that thing in, and I probably still had about 20 more chests to empty, of barrels of cobblestone to empty. So I did the same down here. Got a bunch of diamonds and stuff. And as you can see, this is how the torch is placed. Well, this isn't how they place. This is how they look after I've modified it. So I basically, like I said, it places a torch every deal. I did 2 and then 1 facing the wall here. And I didn't know this was here, so let me grab this real quick. This is zinc, so that's kind of important. But yeah, it placed a torch every single block. So what I did is I went back, and after I was done with it, for about 30 minutes or so, I just knocked out 7 torches in between. So it was on every 8th block is a torch. And I had to do that all the way down and back. And I think what was it? What were we starting at here? Like 100, a little bit under 100. I line up with that wall. I think I'm like right around 100, 101 or 102. If I'm like right here, I'm at 103. I went, I think, to 406 when I went this way. That Z-axis, I think I went to 406. Got a bunch of diamonds, though. Before I started spending it all on stuff, I had like 130, 140 something diamonds. But I started doing upgrades to things, to various chests and stuff, barrels in my systems. So I since I had all the, I had like more than a storage drawer unupgraded of copper. Copper here. And I now have 2733. But yeah, I had a full drawer, and then I put upgrades in it, and I think it came out to like, I had like 4,000 something copper, 4,000, 5,000, something like that. So what I did is I like basically upgraded this barrel over here to diamond, put 2 stack upgrades for diamond in it, and then did 1 more stack upgrade of diamond in this diamond barrel for my output, and got all that stuff smelted up. And that's why we have so much stuff right now, except for gold. I did get a pretty good bit of gold, but I used a bunch of it to upgrade. All of this gold right here, except for maybe, I don't know, like a stack of it, like 64 of it, came from the nether. I went mining in the nether with my looting 3 pickaxe, fortune 3 pickaxe, I should say. And that's what I got there. So, it is time to set up mechanical crafters. It's finally time to do mechanical crafters, and I think I want to do all this down here. I want to move all this stuff somewhere for right now, and in this whole section underneath this floor above me is, I think I want to do mechanical crafters. So yeah, I'm going to just like do that real quick. So let me see. Kind of need the chest as a thing instead, man. There we go. Here's the chest. So let me go put this up here. You can't have that backpack. Interesting. Didn't know these things were in here. Stuff this into my smooth stone drawer. That. Didn't know I could do that, but that's fine. That's what I want, the barrels. Okay. Okay. So how much room do I need for crushing wheels? I think crushing wheels has the most, right? So if I want to make a crushing wheel, it is 21. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 5, 5, 5. So 15, 3, and 3. 15, 3, and 3. So 15, 3, and 3. 3, 4, 5. This is wide enough, but I doubt it's tall enough. It says it needs 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tall. 2, 3. Nope, it's only 3 tall. I would have to modify my house if I wanted to do it. If I did it over here, before, and then we need to go one more up. Ah, I know what I can do. I can have a little going down thing. Have a stairway. Or maybe, if possible, I could do a... I could do slopes. Cat should be in here. I don't think I have. I do have slopes. These are slope layers, though. I think I want to just use regular slopes. And I don't think I have those. So we need to grab some zinc. Do 5 to see if those we need more. There we go. That might be enough. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. Right. And then if I do my, it's in my inventory, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I didn't think so. But if I do that, what do I get? Yes. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, I like the checkered. That's what I want. But let's see. So let's do this. Do half a stack. I want to see if this looks different if I choose right. Okay, we're going to go and smelt this upstairs and add up my deal. Place this in there. It should go here and be smelted. I want to see if the smelted looks better. Sometimes you get smoother textures if you go with smooth smooth things in it. So this is actually now gabbro. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting smooth granite. Let's see what we get. Okay, so if we use on this, and a smelter gives us gabbro. Okay, so it becomes gabbro. Let's see what gabbro becomes in here. It becomes nothing, so it's useless. Okay, so smelting and then use on gabbro. We can make a gabbro crushing wheel. We can make gabbro millstones. We can stone cut it. Okay. It just becomes the same things. Okay. So gabbro, becomes gabbro. I was hoping for something else. So not what I was looking for. Let's see. Polished. Where is polished granite at in this? Okay, and it just works as granite. So polished granite, no, that doesn't work. I tried that a second ago and it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't become anything. Okay, so I either need to do polished or nothing at all. Or the other. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the... Is that pillagers? Yep. I think I haven't changed my options back here. When I was going and looking for when I was going and looking for a cat, I changed it so I couldn't see hostile mobs just in case to cut down on the number of names. All right, so what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to grab a deal of granite and we're going to just turn it into the checkered and see if that looks okay. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit smoother, but it is what it is. I like it though. I like it. I just wish it was smoother. But I like how it turned out. Okay, so I'll just turn it back into regular. And we'll just throw that back off in there. Okay. So I think I have enough room now. Let me grab 5 cobble. Okay, I do, but I have to... I'm going to have to remove the ceiling and replace... I think I'll replace the ceiling. Actually, I might just leave it like this. I didn't want to have that grass tile right there. Let's see what we got here. Why is cobbled deep slate not a thing? Okay, so cobbled deep slate can't go in there. I know the regular deep slate can. I had some in here. I don't think I want this engraved stuff. That. do want that because that's part of the house there. Okay, so I think that works right now. All right, so now we need to make them. I'm going to just place this like over here. That might not be enough room. I might change that. Just depends on if there's enough room, I feel, for that. There we go. All right. To make mechanical crafters is our goal. So we're going to need one of these per. We need 21 of these. Okay. Grab out the calculator. So that's 3 times. So 21 divided by 3 equals 7. So we need 7 crafts of this. So we need 7 electron tubes, 7 crafting tables. Okay. I could have probably just crafted straight into crafting tables, but whatever. Okay, so 7 crafting tables. Gotten. We're going to need 7 rose quartz. I don't think I have enough rose quartz. We can make 8 at a time, basically, with a stack of redstone. I think I have like 6 left or something like that. Actually, I have a single 1 left. All right. And also I need to remove that. Making some andesite alloy and stuff earlier. So I think I'm going to do like 4 more crafts. Which means I have to do this. You have to kind of do this individually, I feel. So 1 and 1. And then 1 and 1. And then 1 and 1. And then 1 and 1. And also I did that completely wrong, just to let you know. I know. I know. I know. I just did that completely wrong. So, so let's see. So 4 crafts. Need to do this. I know where they went. Okay, it's empty now. Yeah. I know what I did wrong. As soon as I did it, I know what I did wrong. And now I need 7 brass casings. You know what? I haven't made brass in a while, and I think I'm getting kind of low. What am I at? 44. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some more brass here. Let's grab another stack of brass. Make that. We need copper. And it's copper, zinc. Don't have any... Yeah, I don't have lava going over there to that because we don't always want that to be a thing. So I think if I do... I think if I do 4, it'll be quick enough. Should be more than quick enough for that. All right, so while that's making me some brass, let's go over here and make the brass casings. One. And that's what we should have. So all these arrows have to lead to one point. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but I think I am. I think I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to move that one down. So everything from the top goes down to this one, and then this one goes over to this. Maybe it should go over to that, and that one should go down. So it all leads into this exact one. And then we need to get a chest here. Or a barrel or something. My barrel's empty. Did I use them all? I think I used them all. Let me see. I have this spruce copper barrel I can use. Okay, so everything when it's made should pop off into that. Now I need to get this power, which I can get here, maybe. I think I'm going to go outside and go around to grab it. It's also, oh, it's getting sunrise. I thought it was getting sunset, but it's not. All right. So if I do this here, right here. So, how do I want to do this? I can't use a vertical gearbox. It won't work. I'm going to, off of this line here, I think I'm going to have to come off one of these. I mean, I could do a gearbox here. Let me see real quick. Gearbox. Do I have it? Do I even have any? No. Why would I? Okay, so I'm going to need at least two. One vertical, one regular. Going to need at least two. Yeah, the problem is this has, that was going to my water. That's why everything gets stopped. Because that had gone to my water, which is going to be right here. Which is right here. And I didn't set up a extra power deal for the water deal. I actually had got it off of the thing, so this is my fault for not doing it correctly. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get, okay. So, first things first. Give me, I should have like a regular water wheel in here, which is what I need. So give me that. Give me this for rotation. Give me this gearbox here. Flip it. And then give me cogs. That's all I should need. Cogs. 4, I think, is enough. Off of each other. Pop that off. Okay, I know what I need to do to fix this. It's going to be a pain in the ass to do, but I'm going to have to do it. All right, where is it in here? Do I have any of them? That's the big thing. Let us search for row. Nope, you have to search, man. Okay, I at least have one already. So I ain't got to worry about that. So what I'm going to need, so I'm going to need this here. I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to have to place it like this. That's not even going to work. Does it have to be like that to get it to work? No, I don't think so. So I need here. Nope. I need it like this. I think I need to do this. I think I need to place this here. Maybe. I don't know. Give me a big gear. So, actually, if I do this, and please give me this, and do it like this, and do this, and I do that, that should do all of that. Unstress that. Okay, so what I'm going to need is I'm going to need at least one more gearbox, probably two. Yeah, I did it wrong. I shouldn't have hooked it up like that in the first place. Okay. And then... Nope, it needs to go like that. No, we do not want to hook it here. We don't want to hook it there. We actually want to have it like this, where it comes out. Give me this, and give me these. Just do it a gearbox at a time. Gearbox here. Shafts. Shaft. Gearbox. Vertical. Gearbox. Vertical. Shaft. I can hear it going. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. So I can actually put this gear back here as backup now. If this fails, this should keep it going just a little bit. I just need to be aware of how that's going. I don't know if this actually overstressed or something, if this whole thing will just stop anyway. I don't know off the top of my head. But I think I have it where it'll do a backup thing right now. So let me do this. Dirt. That. Dirt. That. Dirt. That. Dirt. 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 Okay. With it like that, I think that'll work. See, that was the problem, is I came off this line. This line does my water. And that's the only thing that this line did at the time. So I may even have to take off of this and just do water again. I may just have to not even use this. It may not work. It may overstress it. Yeah, it may overstress it anyway, and I'm just doing this for nothing, but we'll see. Okay, it's got to be a vertical because I have to switch up. It has to be another vertical to switch it back to left to right. And then it goes into a shaft. Come on, go the right way. Come on, man, go the right way. There. Shaft there. All right. Also, I added a deal up there to make sure about lightning strikes don't come around here. Okay, and then what's left is to add a gear, and it overstressed the whole system. Okay, so I'm just going to have to use something else. I can't use that line. The line's too much. That line is too much. I'm going to have to build off of something else. So let's go back outside. We're just going to have to unpower this and do that. Nope. Shaft, please. And it just breaks the shaft. Lovely. It's, this is too much, I think, with it like this. I think it's what's happening here. We add this back. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Hoping this will allow me to start it up. No, so I got to do this. Go down to 16, see if I can get the whole system running. If I can get this over here running, I can get the other doing, but I just don't think I can. I think I gotta have 4 large watering wheels to get this going at a decent speed to get the other going. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so that started running. Okay, that automatically breaks. Yeah. Okay, but I should have the whole system up and running now, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to, in between episodes, I'm just going to rebalance this whole system right here. Just redo it, rejigger it, probably go that way with it and put in like 4 large water wheels for backup for this pump right here, because this is my water line. I should have done it earlier. I just didn't do it. I'm going to leave that open so I can get to it. Okay, let's get back over here and try and get this here done. So that's not going to be needed. Problem is I don't know if I can come off this system either here. Maybe I can. And also, maybe I can come off up here with it. If I do this right here, maybe I can come off here with it. Do a vertical gearbox here. And then a vertical gearbox here. I'm not sure if this will work, but we can see. Then I think I need a shaft coming out of that. And then if I hit this, no, it overstresses it. Okay, that's not going to work either. So how do I get this to work then? If this whole thing doesn't work, how do I get it to work? I think what I need to do is, let me see. Maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's the whole system overstressing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this here, and I'm going to hook it into this thing. And I just want to see if this whole thing is like too much for it. So we need to get a gear. There. Shaft, shaft, shaft. Gearbox. Oh, it's the whole system. Okay, it's not just that. Okay, that's why. It's the whole system. I need more. I need another steam engine. Shit, I didn't think that. I didn't think it would stress it that much. I thought 7,000 would be enough, but I'm 3,000 over. Over 3,000 over. So I'm gonna need a copper block. I'm gonna need a gold sheet. And is it an electron tube? No, it's an andesite alloy. So I'm just completely over on steam engine. Okay. Shoot. I kind of want to hook it to these guys. So I'm going to have to reconfigure this thing. That's not how I want that. There we go. That's how I want that. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to gearbox here. Gearbox, vertical it like that, and that should be good enough. I'm going to need another gearbox though. I got some right here. Need another gearbox like here. Shaft. Okay, and that should be everything there. Okay, and now I need to get the water back on. That's what I'm missing now. If I do this, do that. Nope, it wasn't enough. I didn't leave it long enough. I gotta leave it long enough. I gotta leave it long enough for the water to come in. There we go. That got it. Okay. And then all this should still be powered. Yeah, all this is still powered. Like it should be. And then my stress units are 23,000 remaining. All right. Okay. So I should be able to now do gearbox. And then gearbox. I need to make some cogs. I'm out of cogs now. Making gearboxes. And then that should be that running. Sure that cog is running. Yep. Whole system's running here. At full speed. At full 256 speed as well. Yeah, 512 per, so we do 512 times 21. That's 10,752 this whole thing uses by itself. Okay. All right. Oh, man. All right. Oh, right. That's going to be a pain. I didn't think of that. Let me do that real quick. It's up here is something I need. I need a piece of wood. This and this to get this. Put this here. And then yep. Okay. Do that then. I'm almost out of shafts as well. Let's do 3 stacks. Do 4. Because two of those can go in here, and then these 2 can be turned into cogs. So stack. That's more than enough. Just throw these 2 stacks in here. Here. Go this and this, and then this and this. That'll give me 2 more stacks of cogs. Small ones. All right. And our last thing we're going to do is we're going to make some crushing wheels. So to make the crushing wheels, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 andesite alloy. Okay, and then we need 1 stone, 4 planks. Four planks, 1 stone. Use this. So what we do is we right click it in here, do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And crushing wheel complete. And that's the power of a fast one. That's the power of one going at max speed. It crafts pretty fast, but yeah, you don't have to have it go max speed. It can go half of that and it'll be fine. It'll craft it in a good time. But it does take it a while. And also I got 2 stacks of brass in here as well, so that's great. And there's our cogs. I have no... I forgot that F2 did that. There we go. And now we got crushing wheels. Yay! Which means I need to change this whole system. Yay! So basically with crushing wheels, I can replace any millstone in like this system. But with me replacing the millstone, I'm going to have to replace the system over here to fit them in. Because not only do the crushing wheels have to replace the millstone, they have to spin in different directions. So one goes counterclockwise, one goes clockwise. Doesn't matter which one, but one has to go one way, one has to go the other, which means gearboxes. And the best way to do that is like gearbox, crushing wheels on top of it if you want it to go, if you want things to slide in, if you don't want to drop it down into the crushing wheels. So yeah, that's going to be a whole adventure for me. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to wait on that into an episode. I think I'll just show it off next episode, how I have it set up. Because it's probably going to take me like 30 minutes just to figure out which way it's going to go and things like that. And I may have to even change this whole system, how everything is powered, just to fit this in. You know, because I'll have to put a gearbox here, a gearbox here, and then hopefully that's enough to replace this here. I don't know if it will be. It might be too close to each other to work. I also somehow have to get power to this gearbox here. This one can probably be powered already by something. I'm not sure what. Yeah, it's just going to be a whole thing. I'm going to have to figure out how to fit it off in there. I may have to... If I can't fit it off in there and I have to completely redesign it, I think I'll go and build a bigger one and we'll go and do that together. It just depends if I can figure out if I can fit that off in there or not. If not, next episode we'll be completely redoing our iron nugget system into probably a more streamlined system where it all just goes in one direction or something like that. We may even change its area. I may build it over there. You know, because it's gonna take some room. So yeah, so mechanical crafters, in a nice little area. I've always been planning on using this area for the mechanical crafter. I planned this out like when I had the house built, when I built this basement. I was when I was first building in here, I didn't think I would want a basement, but I think, you know, we could have the storage in the basement, like our main storage. And then I thought, you know what? As we're going down here, we have all this room here for storage. What am I going to do with this? And I said, you know what? Mechanical crafter can go right here. I just had to like drop it down one more level. And you know, the slopes actually make it look kind of cool. I do like it. I might actually replace this whole row as well with granite, so it kind of all goes together. And this up here, I think I'll replace this with like some type of deep slate or something like that. This whole other area around our storage. I might do that instead of just plain stone. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm having fun still. I will say I'm getting a little bit nervous about how I'm going to continue this series because, yeah, I mean, there's still stuff we can automate. I'm not going to lie, but we have pretty much done everything base create mod except for the main factory I was wanting to build to make the gold, the iron, the zinc, and the copper. That's my main goal. And also, if I can, diamonds as well. And maybe redstone. I don't know about the redstone. The diamond deal. I have downloaded a mod and installed it. And I think you needed this to even do diamonds. I'm not sure. So, making diamonds. That's a crafter. So, a diamond horse armor, of course. Diamond ore, of course. And then deep slate diamond ore, of course. Blasting. Okay. 9 coal blocks. In lava. In compacting. Heated. Gives us a 30% chance of a diamond. So we return 9 blocks of coal. Or maybe charcoal, I'm not sure, into a 30% chance to get a diamond. 81 coal to get a diamond. To get blocks of coal. Oh, it doesn't add it. I thought it did. Let me see real quick, because this ain't going to work if I can't do this. Okay, and if we hit use on that, mixing that becomes a fire charge, crushing it becomes black dye, gray dye, haunting it. Yep, that's where it is. That's where it is. Okay, so this is the whole process here. We take all of our wood tree system. We just take it all, put it all together, and we put it into a smelting array. And turn it into charcoal. In a lava deal. To turn it into charcoal. That's what we do to get coal. Is we bulk it. Right? So this is our first step. To get charcoal. Then we take our charcoal and we haunt it to get coal. Then we take our coal and compact it into a block of coal. We use 9 mechanical crafters to make a block of coal. Then we use a block of coal in our compacting with 100 millibuckets of lava, with it heated, blaze burner heated, and we have a 30% chance of getting diamond. And that's how you get diamonds. And this, I think, I cannot say for sure, this whole chain line of crafting comes from Ultimate Factory. That's the mod I added. It does that, but it also can do things like that crimsite. If I go to crimsite and I click use on it, we now have a use for it in crushing to get the raw iron And we can make it ourselves by compacting 5 iron nuggets, 2 gravel, 100 millibuckets of lava gets us 2 crimsite. So 5 iron nuggets into 2 crimsite. We use the crimsite in the crusher to get a crushed raw iron, a 40% chance, and a 40% chance of an iron nugget. So we take 5 nuggets for a 40% chance to get 2 raw iron. We take the raw iron, which is worth 9, because these can be, so we can turn 5 into 9, so we get an extra 4 twice. But if we and that would be, we could smelt it, or for a chance at redstone, we can wash it to get our iron nuggets. It doesn't automatically turn into an iron ingot, but we can wash it to get an iron nuggets guaranteed and a 75% chance to get redstone. And that's how we would get our redstone. So we need to set up the makings of crimsite. So 5 iron nuggets, 2 gravel, lava for 2. So there, and then it's a 40% chance to get a raw iron, which we can then wash to get 9 iron nuggets and a redstone. And now that 40% chance isn't that bad. It could go really, really bad. We could just have bad RNG and we don't get as much out as we put in. We can see, but that is how that works. So yeah, that's how that would work in doing that. So I think, yeah, so I'm going to call it here. I'm going to, probably tomorrow, which is Saturday for me, I'm going to work on this system here and see about getting these crushing wheels in. Because as soon as I get these crushing wheels in, I think I can make this run at max speed. Because right now it's going at, well, at least the millstone is going at half speed. But I may not be able to get it to work, and I'll have to rebuild the whole thing. And like I said, if I have to rebuild the whole thing, I will bring y'all in as an episode, and we will rebuild it together. But if we have to rebuild this, we might as well rebuild this system over here and get all that going. Earlier before I started this episode, I took this down to 64 iron ingots in here, and it's now already up to 126 again. So yeah, things are going. And also, this isn't at a complete capacity. I think one episode, depending on what's going to happen with the crushing wheels, if I can't fit them in, we may, if I can't fit them in, we'll do the crushing wheel iron nugget episode. If I can fit them in, I think what I'm going to do is that next episode is going to be starting a blaze cake episode and getting blaze cakes for all these, get them the hyper, and that'll get the heat up, and then I can expand this up, and we'll try and see if we can get like a max bowler and get that and see what we can do about that, if we can get that or not. We'll have to see. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.